All right, so what if I told you that the artists that you like, you didn't choose them? Yeah, I know that shit sound crazy, don't it? But look, every artist that you like, they was positioned in your mind before you ever hit play. Yeah, that's what marketing really is. And if you don't learn how to do the same thing, your music is gonna stay in the shadows. It's an unfortunate truth, but let's talk about it.
But this is just me venting. And to let you know that I'll put it into all you bastards. When I let it kick and y'all get hit with these bald heads, it's gonna get ugly. I'm talking Marbury fashion. This oh my God!
What's good? It's K-Fella Beats. And today, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into this mind control thing. Pause. But before we get into this, right? I said something in my last video that I purposely did, and I don't know if any of you caught it. In my last video, I told you that I was mind controlling you as we were speaking, and I will reveal to you what I was actually doing. But I don't think y'all caught it because I actually did kind of reveal it. But let me tell you step by step so you can start to understand this mind control shit and pertains to what we're talking about today with how these labels choose these artists for you. You don't necessarily like them. They're chosen for you. All right. So if you've been to my channel before, like I said, you know the vibes, you know how I give it up. Now, I know this ain't the PC thing to do on YouTube. This is who I am, though. This is me. This is fella. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, me hitting, smoking, makes you kind of drop your guard a little bit. Like, hold up. All right. It's a regular dude. Cool. All right. Somebody I can relate to in a sense. The next thing, my intro video. I'm probably sure you might have, if you didn't do it already, after this video, you're going to go into YouTube and type in K-Felon Versus and look up my battles. And you might even find that battle with K-Felon versus Big Gage on No Politics, 32 bars. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Yeah, you might even just go, YouTube and watch that. Because now you're intrigued. It's like, hold up, I didn't even know. All right, his name's K-Felon Beats. I didn't know this man rap too. And damn, that bar that he said, that shit was kind of fire. Damn, yo. And he be talking his sass in these videos. Like, he know his shit. Like, he really know how to break shit down. Like, damn. Mind control. I can make you go to 3-4 different places. See what I'm saying? This is how this shit works. It's subtle shit. It's shit you do intentionally, knowing that it's going to pique somebody's interest. The fact that my intro is me rapping, it throws you off because a lot of y'all that have watched my videos never knew I knew how to rap. Everybody think I just make beats, but I actually started rapping first. I've been rapping since about 15. Been battling since 2017, 2016, 2017 when I started. So it piques your interest because I put it in your face, pause, and now you got to see it, you hear it. Oh shit, this is dope. I want to hear more. I want to hear more of this shit. Because I like battle rap. Oh shit, I didn't know he was into battle. Not only was he into battle rap, he's actually a battle rapper. He battle raps. He's in the field. Oh shit. Let me go see more. I wonder what leads this nigga been around. But see how that works? And then the beat that's playing in the background is one that I produce. So now your artist you watching piques your interest. Oh shit, damn, that beat is fire. Beat is fire. Wonder where I can get that. I wonder where I can find more of his beats and shit like that. See what I'm saying? This is how you're able to control the minds and the attention of your potential fans that you're trying to attract. All right. So we're going to get back into our study guide. I told you to click the link in the last video and get you a copy because you needs it. This ain't just for music marketing. This is for everyday life, people. Everyday life. All right. So what we're going to talk about today. I'm not going to dive fully into this chapter, but I just want you to see what we got here. All right. Social pressure and mob mind control. And it says, quote, "None of us is dumber than all of us," by Anonymous. When you look at the climate of, let's say, hip hop right now, let's look at the aftermath, the residual effects of the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake situation. And I'm going to add in J. Cole into this aspect as well. None of us want to be on the outside. None of us want to be the one that everybody looks at as crazy, right? So, one thing y'all have to understand about the Drake versus Kendrick beef or battle is that it wasn't about the music. Now, I will say that was a beautiful, 72 hours for hip hop? Phenomenal. Track after track after track after track. It's like, damn, these niggas is going ham. But there was a play that was being made behind the scenes that UMG wanted everybody to do what they're doing now. And that is to look at Drake crazy. Now, why would they want Drake to look crazy? He was one of their biggest artists. One of the biggest artists they probably ever had. Drake was up for what? $400 million contract coming up. I think he was supposed to get from UMG. I think Sony offered him 500. So, how do you fuck up his bag? Make him look crazy. How do you do that? Well, you can't really knock him off of his pedestal because he's Drake, unless you can get somebody that we have pinned against him all of these years, and they have been going back and forth for all of these years, taking subtle shots here and there. Now, we know this one over here is a far better MC lyricist. This one over here makes the better hits, makes the better songs. But if we get this one over here to really go at this one over here, we can make this one look crazy. We could put this one on a pedestal, and this one in the middle, you really looking crazy because you said you was the best out of all of us. So what are we going to do? Kendrick, not like us. Drake, now you're a PDFer. J. Cole, you backed out of the battle. You looking crazy as an MC. That was the play. Kendrick is the biggest name in hip hop. Drake, even though he's still on the charts, he's still doing numbers because Drake is Drake. He has a built-in core fan base, right? But because of social pressure and mob mind control, if you say anything contrary to what Kendrick fans want to hear, you are a fan of a PDF. You are a fan of this guy. Even if you say, I'm not a fan of Drake, but I just didn't like this particular song. You're a hater. You're protecting a PDF. This is the mindset of these fans. This is the mindset. Why? Because they have been mind controlled a long time ago. Y'all remember the Control verse from Kendrick? Y'all remember that? You remember what that did to the other niggas in hip hop? Niggas was scrambling. Niggas was, oh shit, damn. He just dropped a haymaker with this one. That's where the seeds starting to get planted. Kendrick he's him. But at the time that song came out, Drake was gone. Him. But slowly bringing down, month by month, year by year. Now they're here. We get the battle. And what happens? Kendrick, gone. Drake, we bring you down. We bring it down. Bring you down a notch. We still waiting on that album. This is what the label wanted all along. They got some money in the process from the songs, from both of them. Okay? Drake was signed to UMG, but Kendrick is being distributed by UMG. So, what's my man name? Damn it. Slips my mind right now. But yeah, the CEO of UMG made bank. And he avoided having to give Drake $400 million, and he avoided Drake getting that money from another label. Very smart play. But we as the fans, we just looked at the shit as this was a dope ass battle, and Kendrick got him up out of here with Not Like Us. And he's a PDF. That's how the fans is looking at it. The mob mentality. That's what's going on. So you understand that the original play was, let's screw up this contract, make him look crazy in the public so he can't get this money. Because we don't want to give it to him. Because his run is done. He's on the downside of his career. Okay? We don't want to give him 400 mil, even though he is worth it. He deserves it. So instead of giving him this bread, we gonna fuck up his bag on all facets of the game. Now, the lawsuit, Drake, you draw with that one. That's all I'm gonna say with that. So, I wanted to boom. tie this in with one of these sections. Okay, liking. We are in the social influence a la Robert Cialdini. All right, this is the chapter that we're on. And it's referring to, remember from the last video, this book. All right, but this is just shorter paragraphs of it. So we're going to go with liking. All right, think about what we was just talking about, the whole Drake situation. Liking demonstrates the tendency for people to participate in activities in which their friends are also participating. So if you are on the Kendrick is God tier and Drake is a PDFer and Kendrick is the greatest thing ever, if you're on that train, you're on that train because of the other people that are on that train. You don't want to go against the wave. You don't want to push back and say, well, you know what? Drake was actually up in the battle until Not Like Us came out, and it was just damn, killed him. Now, here's an example of this. I got a homeboy. Me and him, we debate hip hop all the time. I told him, I said, same thing I just said. Drake was winning, but Not Like Us came out. Now, the thing is, for me, I wasn't a big fan of Not Like Us. Really wasn't into it like that. All right. It's a cool song. It was dope, but it was just, all right, cool. When I say this to him, it's, oh, you just don't understand music. You don't understand hip hop and this is that. And it's like, so because I have an opposite opinion of the song that you have, I don't understand music and hip hop. Okay. And then I see comments just from posts about the whole thing, and it's, oh shit. All right. Damn. If you go this way, you're a hater of Kendrick. And if you go this way, you're in love with a PDFer and you're supporting a PDF. Wow. What a conundrum to be in the middle of. Just for liking something. Liking. It's a form of mind control. If you ain't going with the mob, something wrong with you. That is mind control. That is serious mind control. Let's look at social proof. In short, social proof is doing something because everyone else is doing it. Don't underestimate its effectiveness. Seen this post where, or I know y'all all seen this shit, where they was talking about Doechii was a plant, an industry plant. Well, listen, if she is, I'm gonna say this, they got a damn good one. Because Doechii is fire. I fucks with her music. Her latest song, the one with the what happened to that boy sample, fire. I fucks with that song. Fucks with her music. She very talented, right? But you can also look at a lot of these other, let's say, female MCs in the game. Sexy Red. We'll move on. Let's look at Lotto. Lotto. It's cool. It's pretty dope. It's fine, gorgeous. But if you just look at the whole setup of her, it just looks like, okay, yeah, you cool, but it's something there that is missing as a MC, as a artist to really take you there over that hump. But you dope in your own right. You dope on features. You got catchy songs. Cool. Let's look at what's the girl name? Mona. What was her name? Mona Leo. Putting you down. That song. Listen to me. It's catchy. It's cool. That was some of the craziest shit I've heard said on a song in a long ass time. My lady loves that song. Be bouncing around. But every time this shit come on, she get in her bag. And I just be like, yeah, it's cool. But you know what the crazy part is? Is that random parts of the day, I might be at work, prepping, doing something, making a steak, $150 tomahawk or some shit, and just randomly in my fucking mind, I'm not thinking about this shit. I didn't hear, we don't even have music playing in our kitchen. Putting you down, putting you on. Why the fuck am I thinking of this shit? But where the fuck did this come from? Just randomly in my head, just big lotto, big lotto, big lotto. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Why am I thinking it like what? I don't even like this shit. It's called mind control. It's called programming. Okay? There's 3 ways to program the subconscious mind: trauma, symbols, and repetition. So when you hear a song, the same song, 13 times in an hour, it's going to get stuck in your head. It's going to get programmed. You have been programmed. Why? Because of the repetition. Don't matter if you're not even paying it no mind. It's playing in the background. You driving, doing something else, and all this and that. It's being programmed into your subconscious mind. That's why you randomly be at work, putting you down, putting you on. Feel what I'm saying? And the labels, they understand this, and they put these people in these positions. They have them, they have them perform these songs in the studio, because a lot of these artists are not writing their own music. So they having them perform these songs in the studio. And they're saying that in order for your song to come out, it has to be this concept. It has to be this. It has to follow this ratchetness shit, right? So we'll put it out. Cool. Bam. Everywhere. Now, you as the fan is not realizing that they are making you become a fan because you're hearing the song day after day after day, hour after hour after hour. You're hearing it. And how do you hear it? You may not be listening to it in your car. You might be walking down the street. Somebody drive past you, putting you down, putting you on. Slowly getting programmed. Because music is the only thing that can enter your subconscious mind without your permission. It's one of them. I think it's one of the only things. Gotta remember where I got that quote from. Anyway, but yeah. So with this music and how they place these artists in front of you, they place them in front of you, right? Through algorithms. And they use things like liking and social proof as ways to get you as the potential fan drawn in. Because your homegirl liked the song, now you gotta like it. because your man's is banging the song. Now, if you don't fuck with it, you crazy. So while you hanging with your mans, you may not play this shit in your car on your own or at your crib on your own accord. When you come around your mans, now he's playing this song. Now one day you just randomly find yourself playing the song. Because you done got programmed to, and then you ended up liking it because you was forced into liking it in a sense, unintentionally. Well, the hang with your homeboy part, but the record labels, they understand trauma, repetition, symbols, videos, repetition. 13 times the song is played in an hour. You combine this, tour, visuals, symbols. You combine this with all the streaming, repetition, radio, repetition. You combine this. You get your people, you get your fans to do whatever the fuck it is that you want them to do. But you can only do that if you understand the tactics and how it's done. You have to understand how you're being mind controlled. Once you learn, read, understand how you're being mind controlled, now you can use these tactics to mind control your potential fans and turn them into super fans without them even fucking knowing what the hell you did. We all got a story. All of us got a story. We all come from something, some type of struggle, whatever it is, whatever it may be. We all come from that. So if you have a story that is relatable to somebody, tell it. Why? Because, well, tell your story. There's something in that story that I can relate to and correlate with and understand and empathize and sympathize with and feel. You feel me? It's mind control, controlling emotions. Now it's like, damn, that story was deep. That was some deep shit right there. Damn. Went through that. Damn, I remember I went through that. Like, damn, went through some shit like that. Damn. Yeah. I remember my baby mom was on six. Man, damn, she was tripping. Damn, that's a deep ass story. Damn. Bro, come out on the other side like that. Boom. And one day it's just, the situation was crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy story, you know what I'm saying? Now here's a song that explains it. Shorter detail, something you can vibe to. See what I just did there? If you didn't catch it, I don't know what to tell you. Run it back. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna get up out of here, but before I do, make sure you click the link in the description and get you a copy. This is your study guide. This should be your mental Bible. You need parts. Influence. Robert Cialdini. Go and get your hands on this material. And while you're at it, click the link in the description and get your hands on my Break the Algorithm ebook. That way you can use some of these tactics and be effective with it and get your music out there at a faster pace and a more effective pace. So go ahead, click the link, get your hands on that. And with that said, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's K Felon Beats. Deuces.